Hey gang, Bob White. Just want to tell you it's that time of the year again when salmon eggs get delivered. Time to cure some salmon eggs. I want to show you my 4 favorite recipes to cure salmon eggs, and that way you guys will have the best bait around. So let's get on with it. First cure, the trusty Baraxofire. Now, I like red and orange, so I have both. The cure that's natural, I guess they call it, so it'll cure orange eggs orange, and then the red. So sit back, I'll show you how I do it. You're going to enjoy it. It's real easy. Alright gang, so I'm going to show you my favorite easiest recipe for curing salmon eggs, just using some red Baraxofire. What I'm going to do is lay out some salmon eggs on a paper plate. Make sure to use a paper plate because you're going to want to put it in a bag so you can fold it later, and they'll go right in the bag easy. Alright, so we spread out some eggs on a paper plate here. Take some red Baraxofire. We want to give this a nice light dusting. Alright, we're going to mix that around just a little bit here. Try to get some of that exposed to the bottom eggs. Alright, I'm going to say that's good. Now, I'm looking for some little more orange color eggs here. The color of those, I call them perch beads. Kind of a mix between an orange red. Alright. Again, seal that up with a little bit of air in there. Just give it a bunch of turns. Just let that Baraxofire get covered and coated all over those eggs. She's going to turn to a liquid. You're going to want to continuously turn this as it gets to a liquid. That's the juices coming out. It will then reabsorb them and be nice, plump, firm, juicy eggs. But you gotta let this process take about 24 to 48 hours by putting them in a cold fridge and constantly turning them every couple of hours, every 3 or 4 hours. So again, that's about it. Now that they're currently covered, what I want to do is get all that air out and put them in the fridge, and they're ready to go within about 24 to 48 hours again. Alright. There we go. The second cure that I'm going to do is a brown sugar and borax fire. This is going to be the natural Baraxofire. So this one's going to be for color, and I'm looking to get them orange. So let me spin the camera around here and show you what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to start out with a paper plate again. Mix these up a little bit. Flip them over. They've been sitting for a little bit on ice, so let's try to get some of that juicy liquid all over these eggs. And again, we're going to make up batches, so I'm going to take about half these, maybe again another, maybe third of a pound. Say about that many right there. These back in the fridge. And now We are going to spread these out. I usually have gloves on, but because they are sticky, but you make do with what you got. We got bags here. We're going to use some bags to spread these out. And again, these are fairly fresh scrape. Now, this time we're going to take the natural boraxifier. We're going to give it a light dusting just like last time. And that should be good. Show you a little up close. Probably can't see that on there, but for the most part, it looks pretty sugary. Now, we're going to add some dark brown sugar. You don't need much for this. Again, just a few pinches. You want to get it really spread out evenly in here if you can. I'm not doing a very good job here, guys, because my hands are sticky from the eggs, so it's making this stuff clump up and stick, but it will all turn into a juicy liquid soon enough, and then we will have very sweet eggs. All right, so again, there we go. We're gonna mix this up. And we'll see him here. All right. And now all right, so now we're pretty mixed up pretty good here. What we're going to do is give them a little bit of orange jello. Just regular orange jello. This is just for coloring. We'll mix this in really good here. Already start to see those eggs starting to mix in with that sugar and that jello. All right, and we're just going to do what we did before, throw in a bag. Okay, I'm going to fold this over. Throw them in a baggie. We're going to take as much air out as we can. And seal her up. Throw her in the fridge for 24 hours. Again, it's going to turn into a very liquidy bag of soft eggs at first. That's okay. That's what you're looking for. All that juice is going to expel from inside. Then you want to move them around, kind of give them a little shuffle, mix them up, make sure that the eggs are getting all kinds of liquid, and then put them back in. 24 hours later, all that liquid will be absorbed right back in, and they'll be nice, firm, juicy eggs ready to fish. All right, stay tuned. We'll show you my third method. All right, guys. So I'm going to keep the focus on the plate because I'm going to make up the third batch here. So let me get these out again. Fill that plate up. This time, we're going to do a borax jello mix. Losing all our bags. All right, spread these out so that they can evenly lay on the plate. And again, this is just plain old mule team borax. Stuff you'd wash your shirts in. It's like a washing aid, I believe. It helps soap. A little more potent. But we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of this on the eggs itself.
right. Now, we'll put a lot of Jell-O on there. And mix them up again. Ooh, I smell that. That smells orangey. That is some flavor. Flavor flav. All right, ready to bag them up. Throw them in the fridge, 24 hours. Get a piece of borax out of there. You know the drill. They are going to turn into very watery, soft eggs. That juice will get reabsorbed overnight. Just make sure to continuously turn them. I turn mine every 2 to 3 hours. I will get up in the middle of the night and actually turn it also if I have to go to the bathroom or something, but I don't purposely get up. Again, you have to get as much air out of these guys as possible. And seal her up, throw her in the fridge, and you're good to go. That's my third recipe. That's the borax Jell-O recipe, gang. So the last batch we're going to do is going to be just the natural potskis. So we have just these natural looking eggs. I'm going to do the majority of my eggs in this. Maybe about a half a pound. All right, so there we go. Center that up. Save that. All right, so spread these out as much as you can. Whoop, got a leaf in there. Got to get that out of there. I do see some crushed ones, which I should get out, but I will do that later. We are going to have more that will get crushed, I'm sure, in this process, but all right. So, take a little bit of the natural potskis, Boraxifier, give it a little bit of a sprinkle. Again, you can't really put too much of this on, but you will get some bouncy ball eggs where they're firm if you do. Kind of a sloppy mess of a wetness if you put too much on, but it will reabsorb them. You just got to leave it in longer. Just leave it in the fridge longer and turn it and turn it and turn it. All right. And now, just going to throw them in the bag. Just like that. Take that plate. Fold it up. All right. Now, I'm going to mix this up even more here. Seal that up with some air in there. And then just give her a bunch of rotates. It's like a Ferris wheel of eggs. Want to make sure that Potskis evenly coats those eggs. All right, now make sure to get the air out. Probably one of the most important steps, guys. Air is what kills these eggs. So again, squeeze her down, roll her up, seal her off, throw her in the fridge overnight, let her get juicy, turn it, let it get juicy, turn it, let it get juicy, turn it, and all then that natural juices will get reabsorbed in and you'll have some great ready-to-fish eggs. So this is a batch of the Potskis about 7 or 8 hours after I put them in the fridge. You can see how liquidy they are. This is the natural pot skis. And again, most of the key to this process is making sure you're turning them. Always turn them upside down, right side up, and upside over. And that's it. Just keep turning them. Thanks for watching. And as always, good luck and good fishing.